friends, I'm Becca. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I have this idea because a lot of the books that I have been reading recently have absolutely nothing to do with each other, but there are these tiny little facets of the plot that kind of connect these books together in a way, and I thought about doing like a recommendations video of really obscure, very specific recommendations, and that still might be a thing, but it also gave me this other idea to do a video based on the 6 degrees of separation theory, a theory that says that everyone in the world is connected by 6 people or less, and I think that is fascinating, so I wanted to put a bookish spin on it because I think that I can connect 2 seemingly unrelated books within 6 books or less. So I asked over on my Instagram stories for people to send me 2 book titles that seemingly are unrelated, and I am going to do my best to connect these books together. So for the first one, I chose my friend Alex's suggestion, and he suggested Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar and GEEKERELLA by Ashley Poston. These are 2 of his favorite books, so it was not really a surprise that he chose them. So, Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar is about a boy named Felix. He's trans, he's going to a summer art program, and he just wants to fall in love, but he thinks he has too much baggage. At his summer art program, someone anonymously puts up a art gallery that dead names him and then begins sending him transphobic messages on Instagram. So Felix comes up with a plan to figure out who this person is, and it lands him in a quasi-love triangle. It is so good. It's about Felix looking more into his identity, learning to love himself. It is so freaking good. I loved it. GEEKERELLA, on the other hand, is about a girl named Elle, obviously, because it is a retelling of Cinderella. And it is about a girl named Elle whose dad started a convention for a classic sci-fi series named Starfield, and it's about Elle's journey of going back to this convention and trying to win the first prize of the cosplay contest, and it is so heckin' adorable. I love it. I love it a lot. So how can I connect Felix Ever After with GEEKERELLA? Let's do it. So since Felix Ever After has a main character that is trans, I decided to use that as a jumping off point for the book that I'm going to be connecting it to, and that would be George by Alex Gino. This is Alex Gino's debut middle grade book about a girl named Melissa who's transgender, and she wants to be the lead in her school's production of Charlotte's Web. However, her teacher won't allow her to do this because she doesn't look like a girl. And so Melissa and her friend Kelly devise a plan to get Melissa to be the lead of Charlotte in the school play. Already, there are a lot of connections between George and Felix Ever After. Both of the main characters are trans. Both of the main characters are doing something within the arts, and they have to devise some sort of plan over the course of the book. So I think that if you were a fan of Felix Ever After, then you would find George to be very endearing, and I liked it a lot. Now here is where this could be considered cheating, because I decided to link George to Rick, also by Alex Gino. So I don't know if it's cheating to have 2 books by the same author in one video, but this is the first time that I'm doing this video, so I'm gonna allow it, because it's my video and I can do what I want. So this is Alex Gino's newest book called Rick, in which we follow the same characters that we saw in George, except now they're starting middle school. We are following Rick, who is questioning his own sexuality. All of his friends and peers seem to be getting crushes on boys and girls and whoever they want to crush on, except for Rick. Rick is not interested in dating or crushes or anything and starts questioning if he might be asexual but doesn't know what that really means. He joins a lovely, lovely Rainbow Alliance group at his school that gives him all of the answers that he could possibly want, and he gets a new group of friends that is lovely. So obviously the link between Rick and George is that it's the same author, that is where I'm linking it, but it also deals with LGBTQ issues. And at the end of Rick and his Rainbow Alliance group put on a talent show for the school. And so I feel like there's also an overarching theme of having to do with the arts within all of these books. And another really cool thing about Rick is that over the course of the book, Rick develops a strong relationship with his grandfather, who he discovers is very into old sci-fi series and used to dress up and cosplay and go to conventions with his grandmother. So for that reason, I chose Rick because that is exactly what happens in GEEKERELLA. They both have to do with conventions, they both have to do with cosplay in the end. So I think that this is a very logical leap from Rick to GEEKERELLA. And there you guys go. I don't know if it was cheating, but in just 2 books, I was able to link GEEKERELLA by Ashley Poston to FELIX Ever After Vacation Calendar. And I think I did a pretty darn good job of it. And that's what I have to say about that. So if you like this video, leave me more book titles that are seemingly unrelated down below in the comments, and you might see your picks spotlighted in my next video of this series that I'm doing. I think it's super cool. It gets my brain making connections that I may or may not have made already. I loved going through other people's submissions and it got my gears turning a little bit, so please give me more submissions down below in the comments because I want to keep making these videos. It's so fun. If you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below to see more bookish videos. That's all I got for you guys today, and I will see you next time. Bye!